Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode on the Fashion Fables podcast. I am so happy to be back, and I honestly have really exciting guests coming up in a few weeks, so please stay tuned for that. I think that the most beautiful thing about content creating and staying motivated and persistent in your journey with yourself and just everything you want to accomplish means that you're going to be succeeding in ways that you never thought you would before. And I mean this in all honesty. I really would have never imagined me landing collaborations, meaning being able to welcome guests onto my podcast who I really look up to and who really inspire me, whose aesthetics I really enjoy looking at, and just whose brands I really relate with. And it's just awesome to see that you can be persistent and achieve goals that you probably never thought were attainable. And I think that's what brings me to today's episode. I just wanted to talk about the importance of staying motivated and what this can do for you overall. I'm trying to tell you guys that this episode is all about becoming a better version of yourself. So if you are here to become better, if you're interested in learning how to do so, and if you really want those tips to elevate yourself, to not settle for mediocrity, but to emerge into a greater form, this is today's episode, and this is for you. So let's jump right into it. I just wanted to start by saying that being motivated can be a struggle. You might have some down days. You might have some days that you just feel off, if that makes sense. And I'm here to tell you that that is totally okay. And we must remember that failures are only what make us stronger. We only grow and get better by those failures because we learn from them and we intake kind of the mistakes we made and we try not to make those mistakes again. So failure is not necessarily a bad thing. What's bad is not learning from your mistakes and continuously failing over again over the same things that you may have had the chance to learn from. So never feel bad about yourself about any type of failure. And I want to stress that because no one is perfect and we're all just trying to build our best self and our best form, which comes with character. So the first part in being motivated comes from within, okay? So who are you as a person and who are you trying to be, okay? We cannot settle for a schedule that is inconsistent. We must remain consistent so that we're able to flourish in just different topics and different ways that will ultimately get us to be better. And I feel like the importance of this whole conversation is to note that everyone has their own passions and personal endeavors that make them feel most alive. And for me personally, it's my podcast and my ability to engage with creators and create content, pretty feminine, dainty aesthetics that really just bring out who I am as a person. And I've just noticed that sometimes, I don't know, in a few years ago, I would just find social media to be a struggle, whereas I was not sure what to post or who I was enough to post reflecting who I am as a person. And I really think that you guys, all of my listeners, must embark on this personal journey of finding their best self. And with this comes overthinking, maybe mixed thoughts about what you're doing. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't really know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing in my life. Is this my true purpose? Am I settling? But I'm just telling you to trust the process, because if you trust the process, then nothing that you believe can become true will be unattainable. And I just really want you to know that you can do anything you set your mind to. Find that passion and explore it. Maybe you're like, well, maybe I feel like people are judging me for this. What am I supposed to be doing with this endeavor? I know I want to start, but I just don't really know how to get to that next level. And that's totally okay, because I was also like that with my podcast. I've told you guys a bunch of times, but I had started it over quarantine. It was just something I felt maybe would be good for me because I really love to speak. I love fashion. I love maintaining a healthy lifestyle. It's just something that helps me thrive and succeed in my own life. I really rely on a routine and a schedule. Just personally works for me. I feel my most productive, and so I stick with it. But that's by no means to say that I wasn't hesitant about starting my podcast or maybe clueless about even how to start. I'm like, okay, I really want to talk. I love to talk, but also I want to do something different than just having solo episodes. So how am I supposed to get guests? It was just whole ball of thoughts that I was just really, it was like a ball of fire inside me that I knew was going to ignite. I just needed to get that passion out, and those really like just those inner thoughts of who I really wanted to be and who I wanted to portray myself as through my podcast. Because at the end of the day, your platforms and what you're creating is a reflection of you, and so you want that to be the best it can be. And so in order to do that, you need to fully know yourself first. And so this is what I'm trying to say about that, those first steps in self expression, getting to know yourself, and just sitting with yourself being like, so this is my passion, what am I going to do with it, how am I going to become different by having this? And remember that it should all be for yourself, okay? We're not doing this for anybody else. I mean, it's always great to receive compliments or DMs saying how impactful you are, or how influential or inspiring, but at the end of the day, this is for you, because you can get as many comments or likes as you want, but if that passion within you is not ignited or fully forceful to continue and be persistent and consistent in your content and in what you're doing, you're not going to flourish, and you're probably not going to be able to post your best content because you don't have that fire within anymore. So let's say the first steps into getting motivated is finding your inner passion. What really makes you feel the best? And how are you going to put that out into the world, okay? Our social media platforms and anything in general that has our name on it or is a reflection of us really has to be a true form of who you are, okay? So be motivated by setting goals for yourself, how you want to live your life and what you want to portray to others, how you want others to view you, and how you want to view yourself. Like, how do you view yourself? That's most important. Staying motivated comes with ups and downs, and it's not always easy, but if you are passionate about something and you really want to pursue something, that motivation will come. If you really want to accomplish a goal, you'll probably think to yourself that this is a priority for me, so what do I need to do in order to get there? And that's just a really good question to ask yourself. And I'm by no means trying to preach or trying to tell you guys how you're supposed to be motivated personally, but I am saying that you must have a passion and you must have goals in order to kind of flourish and be your best self. So I think that being a content creator and just being in the social media world in general can be a lot of pressure, because you might compare yourself to others, or you might not even know what you want to post or who you kind of are on social media. But I feel like time really helps, and I don't know, that might sound weird to you, but I feel like as time goes on, I get to know myself better, and ideas keep rolling off my head that finally make sense and make this big picture like come true. So I definitely just wanted to say that you have everything within you to succeed, and it's all within. So why don't you, I challenge you to take a seat and think about, who am I and what am I going to do today to make myself a better version than I was tomorrow? Think about that and let me guys know what you think. I'm always here to provide support, and I really hope this episode resonated with you. Stay motivated, stay persistent, have a goal, keep working at it. That will set you apart from the rest. You want to be extraordinary, you don't want to be ordinary. So think about that, and I wish you guys the best day ever. And really, I just hope this was motivating and just a way to think about yourself and what you're doing with your life, because I really think you guys are all capable of the best things in whatever you guys want to accomplish. So love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.